I know that a lot of us have probably or are still dealing with things such as depression, not feeling your best, feeling like you just want to lay in bed all day or just don't want to do anything. And trust and believe I've been there. Trust and believe that I have been there too. And I'm going to tell you right now that you do not have to make such a huge leap. You don't. I feel like a lot of us get stuck in this headspace where you have to go from point A to point Z like this. And you don't. You really don't. What you need to do is take it one step at a time. One tiny step at a time. For some people, that might look like actually getting out of bed, going to take a shower, and releasing everything that you need to do in the shower. Like let the water wash away any pain, any emotional baggage that you're holding on to, whatever that looks like for you. Just before you get in the shower, just ask the shower, ask the water itself to remove all that from you. And I know it seems so far-fetched for some people, but like I said, it's the tiny things that matter. You don't go from point A to point Z. You don't, okay? You start with little minor steps. You start with little actions, little thoughts, Don't push yourself. Don't overexert yourself, because then that pushes you to go back like 10 steps sometimes. And we're trying to avoid that. We're trying to get better, be better. So with that being said, just one baby step at a time. For others, it's going to look like changing your thought patterns. And I think that's the hardest one for all of us. I know that was the hardest one for me. For me personally, it was little tiny decisions throughout the day. Like when I would hear that negative side of me come up, it was hard to reroute that thought pattern. It was hard for me to be like, you know what? No, this is not who I am. And I think a lot of us also forget that some people like to call it, you got an angel and a devil on each shoulder, Call it how you want to call it. That's not for me to figure out. That's for you to figure out. But for me, it was like, it's not fair to me. It's not fair for me to sit here and allow this one thought to take over my whole day, take over my whole life. It's not fair. I'm pretty sure we all see those couple of people online that seem to have figured it out, like they are living the life, the best life for that. But you don't know what their thought process is. You don't know if they're actually sitting here doing the exact same thing that we're doing sometimes, which is laying in bed, kind of putting us in that headspace that we think that we don't know what's going to happen to us. But like I said, it's all shift in perspective. For me, it was telling myself that I did not go through everything that I went through in life as a child to get to where I'm at now, to only live day by day and still feel miserable. No, because guess what? What happened in my childhood stays in the past. That does not define me. Just like whatever trauma you dealt with in your past, that is not you. That does not define you. You are who you are because you made it here. You've fought hell to get to where you are right now. And I need you to remember that. You have fought. Not them, not they, not me. You have fought for you all your life, and it's only right for you to do what's best for you. So with that being said, yes, fight that negative thought. Fight that negative voice, because what that's doing is that negative voice is holding on to your soul, to your higher self, whatever you want to call it. It's holding on to it so it can clench its mouth closed, so it doesn't actually show you who you truly are. And that's the problem, that you need to realize that yes, you might have good and bad. We all do, you know? But are you going to keep allowing that negative thought to take you over? Are you going to allow this gloomy cloud to just hover over you when you know you have so much brightness in you, when you know you have so much light within you, when you know you can spread so much positivity, when you know that there's more to life than just working your 9 to 5, when there's more to life in general? Like I'm saying, please stop dimming your light. Please stop muting your voice. These are all little things that make us who we are as individuals, make us a better us, you know? And again, this goes back to art is beauty. Beauty is life. Art is life. You are a piece of art. With that being said, mold yourself into the person that you really want to be. Mold yourself into that best version that you've seen in your head. Because I know we've done it. We've seen the negative part of ourselves and think that that's who we are and that's all we're supposed to be, and that's not the case. That will never be the case. The case is the fact that you've also seen the opposite of that. You've also seen and dreamt of the things that you want to do, the things that you think that can get you out of where you are at this moment. And guess what? If you keep having that thought once in a blue moon, or you know, maybe it comes to you way more often than you think, or just in your dreams, then that is what you need to be doing. How you're going to get there does not matter. What matters is the little pieces of actions that you're taking to get there. And it can start off, like I said, just a thought, changing that little thought pattern, maybe waking up 5 minutes early, maybe even asking for help, you know, because I know that was a huge one for me too. So with that being said, don't be afraid. Like, it's not gonna happen overnight. And hey, for some of us, it will happen overnight, you know. For some of us, it might take a little bit longer, but don't give up on yourself. Because if you've already fought these many days to be where you are right now, baby, you gotta be proud of yourself. You have to be proud of where you are right now, because you've made it this far because of you. Not because of anyone else, because of you. So my little artists, take this message today, change your thought today, change one little pattern today, and just be grateful, be proud, because I know I'm proud of you. All right, my little artists, you have a beautiful day now.